Welcome along to another video. I enjoyed making the last video. I got some good replies, reactions, so we're going to try and make this a thing as best I can. I think it just seems easier on PC because you can save the whole race replay and go back and obviously chop parts together, which I've done here. This was Slipstream Racing SSR on a Monday night, 60 minutes race at Barcelona in the GT3. I was in Bentley. Had a bit of a nightmare, but yeah, we'll get into that at the start of the race. So let's get on with it. As you can see, starting last, and then like an absolute dickhead, I decided to not press drive. So excuses. Well, here comes the excuses. I was late in. I think I had 6 minutes left to quali. I basically got my tyres to where I wanted to get them with the race tune. I didn't want too fussed about qualifying, and then messing about with getting the stream on and everything else. I forgot to press drive. So sat in the pits like an absolute idiot. I didn't even have my pit crew. I think they were totally embarrassed by me of what I'd done. I didn't want to be associated with a dickhead. As you can see, all the guys are coming around the final corner to start in formation. There's me back in there still waiting like a dickhead. So yeah, got a straggler at the back, so but yeah, about to cross the line. Green, they're away. So the straggler at the back possibly didn't help me because you're not allowed out the pits until they've crossed the line. So yeah, I could hear them go past, the rumbling of their engines and stuff, but yeah, we're away finally, so we can get into the race. Obviously this stage was just seeing how far ahead 10th place man was when it all jigs out. Obviously we've got the board, we've got the timing screen, but it all starts to make sense. Times are just starting to come up now. I knew I'd have it would be a good few seconds. It's as simple as that. They seem to hold you in the pit for quite a while before they let you out, really, as everyone goes past the start finish line to start the race. So it's just going to flick up in a second. There you go, 16.9 seconds. So we had some work to do. It was as simple as that. We had to get away. I think the only saving grace was having clear track in front, to try and put in some decent laps, try and catch up with the pack. So Barca, like I said, decent circuit. I like Barcelona. I'm pretty quick round Barca. Got a good setup. My tyres were pretty much optimum. Track temperature wasn't overly hot, so it meant good lap times could be achieved. So that was it. It was settling. Let's see how quick we can catch up with 10th place man, and hopefully try and work our way through the pack. Try and minimise the distance between the sort of top guys, the quicker guys, and me. Obviously it was a 60-minute race. There's a mandatory pit stop, mandatory for tyres as well. I ran probably half fuel. I think I had 50 litres, roughly about 100 litres, give or take, for an hour race. So I ran 50 litres just to make the car obviously a little bit lighter, to put in some decent-ish lap times. So but yeah, we're going to go on board. Here we go. So we'll run you through a lap while we're trying to catch up with the pack. So coming down, braking on the 100 board, down to third or second. Third's probably better, keeps the car a bit more stable. Bentley, love the Bentley. You can ride a lot on the curb, hugging the inside here, just letting it drift out, then getting on the power. Grip seemed really good, so I could sort of get on the power quite early. Braking just under the bridge, down to second. Again, turn in, let the car rotate slightly, and again, it's usually a good bit of grip. So yeah, put your foot down. This corner could be a bit tricky because there's no reference for the braking point. So sometimes I was overshooting, other times I was getting it spot on. Coming down the hill, at this stage we'd knocked sort of 6 seconds off. We were down to sort of 10 seconds behind 10th place man, so we were going well. As you can see, you can just see him up in the distance. You should see him again coming around the hill, or the bend, not the hill. There you go. So we're going to pan out. There's 10th place. That was our target to get us started. So yeah, if we're going to pan forward as well, just to show the pack. There was, yeah, a good few cars quite close together, and as you're going to see later on, there you go. It's all sort of kicking off. We knew we were going to come up against that pack. It was again just trying to get past as quick as possible. Somebody span on the final corner, just gets out the way of the pack coming round. But yeah, that was me back on board. You can see it all kicking off, so that aided me. Obviously we were sort of 10 seconds, we were a lot closer now to 10th place, because 10th place has changed hands with a guy having the spin on the final corner. So again, just working my way through. Didn't really know what to expect catching up with the pack. Like I said, I had the beauty of seeing the track map and seeing the dots quite close together in front. So, but yeah, can't do much about it while we're sort of back here. It was just a matter of getting up and, like I said, working our way through as best we could. Coming down again, he's gone a bit wide. Sherlock aided me, helped me at the end of the day. I see people do that. Yeah, it gets me closer and closer quicker. Coming round here, quite good round here again. Grip was really well. Managed to get a decent exit here. Sherlock was a bit slow, so I had the run and the momentum. I thought, right, we're going to go for it. Let's get past. We need to get past as quick as possible. Minimise the time. He did hang it out on the left a little bit longer than I anticipated, but yeah, we got through clean. It's a fair play. Good overtake, clean move. Again, we're coming out. Ewers is drifting wide. I'm thinking I've got the momentum. I'm going to take the inside for the turn. Again, he sort of keeps it down the side, but backs out last minute, which is fine. Go through the chicanes of death, as a lot of people call them, and we're away. So we've made 2 places up quite quickly. Sort of maybe gifted to me. I'd say gifted to me. People making mistakes and yeah, helping me out. But yeah, this is the pack. This is the sort of how close they were, and I had to get through. You can sort of see me coming. Somebody's gone wide. Bell's gone wide. I'm sort of now coming round. Start to get good momentum round here, to be fair. Bentley seemed to have good grip around this corner, where others seem to just be drifting wide. Yeah, coming back to me. Again, a bit of a replay there. You see I've sort of got the momentum. I'm going to go for it. Needed to get past, like I said, as quick as possible. Nice clean move again. The other guy seems to drift a bit wide, which again just gifted me the place. Obviously Bentley pretty good on the brakes as well, so I didn't have to worry about getting sort of not lunged, but sort of overtook on the inside. Tracks me another 2 places up. You can see coming around this part, this is where it gets tricky. This is where it's the sort of 3 wide at one stage. It's jockeying for positions. You've just got to hold back, to be fair. I just sort of didn't look to make a move, just assessing what was going on. To be fair, coming down here I was gifted. I saw the 3 guys outbrake themselves, so I was like, right, okay, I'll take that. But yeah, all carnage ensues slightly. We're gonna go back and we're going to assess this now, exactly what happened. So this is what happened on board. I'm looking, thinking, get my braking zone correct. These guys are ran a little bit wide. I can undercut them, come round, and then yeah, we have contact again. We're gonna try it from a different angle to coming in. Not too sure what happened, whether people could have backed out. I don't know. I was clean to get tapped, and then yeah, tapped again by somebody coming back on the circuit. Again, lovely replays in ACC. We're going to slow it down, try and get a good view from sort of the top shot of the cars, see exactly what happened. Obviously I've sort of undercut them here slightly because they've gone wide. Just maybe squeezed a little bit there, contact, and then the guy coming back on the track, the other guy in the middle had nowhere to go. It was a bit messy, but yeah, it's racing at the end of the day. I think everyone was jockeying for positions. I thought I'd got the high ground. I thought I'd sort of made the move stick as everyone else went wide, but obviously not. But as you can see, coming back round, 2 people to go off. Wes has come back on. It gets bit messy, but it always will do when you're racing that close, that tight with other cars. So I think we made another one place up with the guy going off. So then back on it after that bit of a messy lap. So coming down the start finish straight, we've got Bell in our sights. Again, we're constantly checking the board. Obviously with all this going on, first place man Shaw is pulling away. I knew he was pulling away. I think he was putting in 46s at the time. I was sort of in the 47s with obviously battling away. But again, the place sort of opens up here again. I just seem to have more grip on the inside. They just seem to sort of drifting out to the right. So I was in a perfect position to take this corner. So yeah, another place made. But then back on the power. We have where's Avery in our sights. Coming around, perfect exit. Car just come down. I was a bit unsure with this, whether it's second or third. Sometimes I took it in third, but near the end of the race I was taking it in third. It seemed better. But yeah, for now I was taking it in second. It still didn't seem too bad. We just get a better exit off that corner than Wes. We're not really much happening. I knew I needed to try and get past him or be as close as I could out of the final chicane onto the final corner and try and slipstream down the start finish. I think he slightly gifts me the place. He just runs too much on the curb, slow exit, and I think I'm having it there. I'm going for it. I don't really want to be stuck behind, and to be perfectly honest, I was glad I did, as you'll see now when we catch up with Williams. I was just shocked of how not slow the Bentley was on the straight, the slipstream. That it must have been that the McLaren was that fast along the start finish straight. Again, it was my aim to close up to Tim and try and get a good exit off the final chicane onto the final corner, to then slipstream all the way down the start finish to get past, because Tim's a quick racer. So it was either that or try and make him or pressure him into a mistake, which was going to be the only other way past it. I mean, I knew we were probably losing a second. It doesn't help when you're fighting with somebody, because you're sort of compromising your lines into corners that the man in front's trying to defend, you're trying to get past. So this was all aiding Shaw out the front to just pull a gap. As you can see, I'm sort of all over Tim at the minute, just sort of sizing him up, just trying to have a look where we could possibly get past before trying to get aided by the slipstream. We'll see if he would make a mistake, but we're closing right up. This was the point where I needed you. I mean, he runs a bit wide. I thought I might have a chance here, but he managed to get on the throttle pretty quickly and sort of took that opportunity away. Again, closing up. I just seemed very strong through these chicanes. I think I only sort of messed up maybe once or twice through the whole race. I was quite consistent through here. So yeah, we're trying to get close right up. We're close there, but we just run wide, just as we needed to get on the power, and it just gave Tim enough to pull away. Obviously I was in the slipstream, but as you can see, it wasn't that powerful. Either that or the McLaren was mighty down the straights. I'd say the latter. I think that the McLaren was really quick down the straights, and the Bentley just didn't have the top speed to sort of breeze past. But as you can see, I've sort of closed right up again. Handful of opposite lock there, just pushing maybe in the dirty air from the car in front. Obviously not giving me the grip that I needed. I just seemed a lot more confident on the brakes than Tim at this stage. So again, it was just sort of biding my time. Hopefully he'd make a mistake. That's what we were looking for, a mistake. Or again, trying not to lose or spin up on the exit of the final chicane for the final corner like I did in the previous lap. That was the whole goal. Again, I knew I was losing time to Shaw, as we were battling. It was all sort of playing into the hands of first place, man, at this stage. I did consider possibly pitting early, but then I didn't know where I would have come out. I could have possibly come out behind a couple of cars again and be held up. So, yeah, coming around again, I was, needed to get a good exit this time. Coming around the chicane again, strong around the chicane, bringing it wide, sort of minimising the angle. And this time I do get a lot better exit. But as again, I was just absolutely sort of speechless of how the slipstream just wasn't aiding me at all. It was shocking. I was like, okay then, scratching my head, we were going to have to try and get past a different way. So yeah, closing up again through here. I was strong through here. The Bentley just had the grip, but yeah, Tim just runs a little bit wide, and the opportunity sort of starts to present itself. But yeah, again, the McLaren just, really good. Shocked how good. I mean, I make a mistake, run a little bit wide on the curb. Again, Tim just sort of outbrakes himself slightly, didn't hit the apex on the inside, so it means I closed up again. Again, I'm scratching my head. I'm sort of thinking ahead. I'm opposite lock again, just starting to make a few mistakes, starting to maybe push it too much to try and get past. I needed to get past as quick as possible. At this stage we were sort of hemorrhaging time to shore out front, so we still needed to catch up Albright and Kez before we even had a chance of getting to the first place, man. But yeah, just round here, I think this is where does he gift me round here? No, I'm fighting the car, trying to get as close as I can again through this section. This is where the closest I got a good exit this time. Again, you just see the McLaren just pull away slightly, but yeah, we're a lot closer this time. But again, you'll see that we're starting to, but it's just not enough with the slipstream. Just absolutely gutted. I pull out just to sort of try and put him off, try and force a mistake. At this stage I was getting a little bit frustrated. I needed a mistake, but a bit opposite lock, but this helped me. You'll now see the run that I got and the grip. See, Tim starts to drift out wide. I think maybe he was worried that he was going to drift out too much and possibly let off, but that just gave me enough momentum to get beside him. You'll see here, it's a bit of a replay of what happened. I come round, just get a bit loose and just come out wider than I would have done, and it just seemed to propel the car, just seemed to have more grip. And as I said, just I could sort of nail the throttle, just got enough of my car beside, and then outbraked him for the corner. But it was a nice move and needed that move though. So that put us we're up to fourth. The fourth place, we now had the bit between our teeth. We knew we needed to extend the gap to Tim, but we also needed to catch the guys in front. Coming down, Tim's still there, still see him, so I just needed to settle down, get back into my rhythm, start putting in some quick laps. I think possibly at this stage my best was a 46, which to be fair wasn't good enough. I think first place man Shaw was also doing 46s, mid to high 46s, so we knew we needed to get a bit between our teeth. But as we can just see that the third and second place actually up in front, so they weren't actually too far ahead. I think it was 6 seconds behind Albright, but I'm sure Albright and Kez were battling, so that obviously gifted me again. I started to reel them in a lot quicker than maybe I should have done. Come round, you can just see him up in front. Quite close together. And down again. So we're just going to skip forward now. I think it was a lap ahead, so we caught him up by this stage. Coming around, Albright made it easy for us. He goes in the pits, which just helps us out no end. couldn't have asked for more. Didn't want to be stuck behind another McLaren, and it was a McLaren, yeah, all bright. So I think we would have been screwed again on the start-finish straight. It would have been down to whether they made a mistake for me to get past. So yeah, coming down. So at this stage we had Kez in our sights. We knew we had the speed to catch him quite quickly. Didn't expect it to be this lap though, as you'll see again. Absolute handful around there, pushing. Its tyres were maybe starting to go off at this stage, just didn't seem to have the grip for that corner. Coming up, we can see what we're behind him with 3.4 at the minute, but you can see he's visibly closer than that. So we are catching him. 3.4 when the timings rejig. Let's have a look. I'm going to go on board with Kez. We're now 3.4. It hasn't. But yeah, coming up here, all I noticed was a cloud of dust. Not realised this is why I've gone on board with Kez. Obviously, when I'm racing, you can't see obviously what's going on. This is from my angle. This is all I saw. Kez going slow. He's obviously hit the wall, made a mistake. I'm thinking, okay, then this is like candy from a baby. But to be fair, he hung it down the outside, or the inside, I should say. Sorry, I'm on the outside. Just hung it there, and yeah, fair play. To be fair, it was yeah, nice move to stay in front of me when I had the momentum to overtake him. But yeah, coming down here. So again, then let's see if I can get in a good position. But unfortunately, Kez is sort of out of position. He hits the curb there, and unfortunate for him, he spins off in front of me. I just about tap him. Couldn't really go anywhere. I think if hindsight now, for a look, if I'd have come across, I might have collected Tim, who was yeah, coming past. But then it was like, no, I'm not staying behind you. There is no way on earth that I am staying behind you, knowing how many laps we stayed behind and how difficult it was to get past Tim. So luckily I had the momentum. I had a bit of slipstream. I was close enough, and I just threw it down the inside. I think we're going to pan back, yeah, because I actually just about hold it. I actually get an absolute handful of opposite lock. The car just wanted to spin out, but yeah, we managed to make it stick, and I'm so happy that I did, because to be fair, I think if I'd have been stuck behind Tim for another few laps, it would have been, yeah, race over for me, or the race win would have been just, yeah, gone. Coming around here, one of the back markers, fortunately for me, goes wide. So that was it. We were 18 seconds at this stage behind first place. It just goes to show you how sort of much battling and going through the pack sort of holds you up, how much the sort of top guys or the first place man has a chance to pull away, because he's out in clean air, where you're not. You're sort of at the mercy of the guys behind, trying to follow them close, trying to get past cleanly as you can. So yeah, 18.5 seconds. I knew I'd sort of, yeah, had it all to play for. I knew I had the pace. That was the thing though. I knew that I should be in the 45s with sort of clean track. Yeah, we've gotten down to 17.7 now. So yeah, it was sort of game on. We had enough of the race to go. I think we were possibly 20 minutes in, 25 maybe. Obviously I did sort of consider hitting again, but we've got 7 laps worth of fuel, so there was no need. We're going to jump ahead in a second. Yeah, we'll jump ahead now. 6 laps we've jumped ahead, but yeah, we're into the pits now. Obviously running a bit skinny, one lap of fuel, but yeah, coming to the line, slowing down. Didn't want to get a drive through, didn't need a drive through. But, crawling in seems so slow. Yeah, you have to. Everyone's governed by it. So yeah, we're coming into our pit box. But yeah, this is where my crew get their comeuppance. I'm thinking I'm a dickhead and not coming out and standing with me. They start or wait for my car to be lifted on the jacks. Goes up now. They start to come. Front wheel. Coming around to the front left, and they get absolutely wiped out by the car that goes straight through me. Luckily enough, in this game it's ghosted and it's not like real life, or that would have been an absolute mess. My pit crew would have been, yeah, absolutely flattened. They just seem to take their time. Definitely not a Formula 1 style pit crew. That's it, tyres done. Good lad. Wait for it to come down off the jacks. Waiting, and we're away. But at this stage, we'd got him down to, was it 9 and a bit seconds. So it was then seeing what I'd lost or gained. So yeah, we're on board with Shaw now. Obviously, this was, I think, a lap after possibly. He'd already, I think he'd pitted before me at this stage. So yeah, it all shook up. Let's see when the timings come. It's saying we're only 4.6 behind. I'm sure we actually are a little bit more. No, we're 4.6. Sorry, we must have went forward more. I think because yeah, we pitted on 17. It's now lap 20, so we've gone forward a few laps. Yeah, there's your race leader in the Lexus coming round. I think you're just about going to see me. I think a back marker. Oh no, there I am. Just got past the back marker, so we're closing in. Still 4.6, it's saying. So that's a lap 20. We had possibly 20 minutes left, maybe less. Catch up, but it's one thing catching, it's another thing passing. So we will see how we get on. I could visibly see him. See, there's no way that's 4.6 seconds in front. We knew we were catching him. I think at this stage we were like possibly a second a lap. Now we've come forward another 2 laps. So now we're with him. And again, this was going to be interesting just to see what the top speed was of the Lexus. I'm sure the Lexus has got a good turn of speed. So I think it was going to be another roles reversed like the McLaren. But we were not going to get past him on the straight. The slipstream just wasn't going to aid us, so just going to bide our time. We'll see where we're quicker. Obviously, yeah, quicker under brakes. So again, it was possibly see if we can be right up, tucked close under his rear bumper coming out onto the final corner. Possibly get past the slipstream or under brakes into the first corner, or see if we could push him into a mistake. You start driving very differently when you're under pressure on the back foot. I know I do. Not all the time, but you're constantly checking your rear mirror. You've got to place your car perfectly to try and keep the pace. Obviously we are battling for first place. It's not like we're battling for the midfield. Things start to sort of ramp up a little bit. You want to try and stay in first. You want to get your race win. You can see I'm closing in at a rate of knots. Close right up again. Just the Bentley just seemed a lot better on the brakes. It was a lot better under braking. So around here needed to be as close as we could for this section. Yeah, then just runs a little bit wide. So I'm coming, I'm thinking, yeah, that's not too bad. I've got this place, but then, oh, we have a bit of a coming together. At that stage, I didn't know what had happened. Obviously, with replay, will now show exactly what happened. Coming in, I didn't know whether it was my fault. I didn't know whether it was his fault. But he come back on. He was very skinny for the turn. To be fair, you wouldn't have made that turn. Yeah, he was just out of place for it. The angle. So on board with him just to see. He's come on and he's just, yeah. Unless you're going to ride the curb a lot, we're not going to make that together. But to be fair, he did let me, as you'll see now, he give me the place back, which is all fair. Fair at the end of the day. That's what I like to see in racing. I like to see that, yeah, he's obviously held his hands up and says, look, I mean, yeah, it was my fault. Obviously, when you're racing, you can't see sort of around your car. You don't know. I mean, I didn't know where he was. I had my radar up. I thought maybe he'd have backed out or he wasn't as close as he was. But then, yeah, just the slightest touch and we're around. But like I said, yeah, fair play to Shaw. He's held his hands up and basically says, look, my fault, and he's given me the place, which is, yeah, brilliant sportsmanship, brilliant racing, to be fair. So, but that was it then. I was in front, needed to then just, yeah, put my head down again, pull a lead, and get as far away from Shaw as possible, not be in a position to be sort of overtaken. Yeah, we did, yeah, put our head down. We were starting to pull away. Visibly see that, yeah, we're pulling away. You can't see him now in the sort of rear view camera in the Bentley. Sort of knew we were almost home and dry. There was still a good few laps to go. I think we're going to skip forward in a minute. Not going to bore you with 2.2 now. I'm not going to bore you with just me driving around the track and no action. I think that was pretty much it. I'm sure I didn't catch up with any other back markers. It was a bit of a quiet race then after that. So yeah, starting the final lap. Lap 33 this would have been, I think. So coming down, we did catch up with back marker. Sorry, I lied. Forgot about this. It was on the last lap. Just bringing it home. No need to push. No need to make any mistakes. I do love the Bentley, to be fair. Used it for months now. It's yeah, really feel confident in it, confident to push, rides the curbs really well. The sort of overall package for me, to be fair. And I think if anyone is looking to start off on ACC and they're maybe not as confident in the cars, yeah, give a Bentley a shout. At the end of the day, give it a go. It's, yeah, pretty good car and pretty quick at some of the tracks. So coming through sector 2 now. Much to start sector 3. So coming to the end. Kez moves over. Thank you very much, Kez. Obviously back marker. Coming round to the chicanes of death. Just got to be so careful. Just can't ride too much of the curb or the sausage. Coming round for the last time, round the final corner. Brilliant race, really was. Coming round looking for the checkered flag. Where is it? Where is it? There he is. Good lad. Checkered flag. Race win. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Really good race. Great bunch of guys at Slipstream Racing. If anyone wants to come and join in, it's on PC. I'll put a link in the description below for their Discord and their Facebook. More than welcome to come and race with us. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed making it. As you can see, doing a bit of an F1 style rubber pickup for the tyres. Didn't think I needed it, but yeah, we did it anyway. But as I said, guys, thank you very much for watching my video. If any comments are welcome, what you might want to see in the next video. Obviously, if you're not subscribed, subscribe as well. Thank you very much, guys.